she was a World War II veteran. I think she was in the Postal Division of the Army.
Is that the 666 or 668?
We cannot say.
Okay.
I actually haven't tried to have any conversation with her recently, so I'm gonna find out about her as well.
Tyler Perry's doing a movie on them right now. I think it just wrapped in Atlanta.
So what do you guys want to ask her?
What division were you in the U.S. Army?
What division were you in the U.S. Army?
In World War II, I decided to join the Army. I wanted to be in the Air Force, but they put me in the Army because all 5 of my brothers has attended Army. Each one was in a different service. And I had to go to following them as I did when I was younger.
So, depending on the database,
Yeah, they might have. It may not find you the exact answer. but
Did you serve in the 668?
Let's see if it knows about that. Let's try. Did you serve in the 668?
You can ask me about what I did in the Army, or you can ask me
So I
about
didn't quite know that one exactly.
Sasha,
I think the question understood you wrong. He
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
did you sing
where I've
in
been,
the 666?
Serve.
cities.
Tell me about your service in the your postal functions in the U.S. Army service that you did.
Tell me about your role in the Postal Service in the Army.
I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about women, and I learned a lot about the military. And I had an opportunity to learn many other things, association with groups of people, and being away from home, and traveling, not being afraid, and what the war was all about.
So the bigger the database, obviously the more extensive, like the more questions it'll have to answer, right?
Yeah.
But I wanna, it's not, you can't do small, like very small, like yes, answer like, yes, no, it's not an interactive thing like that, right?
I mean, she's not asking you questions. Is that what you're mean? Or like,
No, I meant, yeah, she's not asking me questions, but I'm saying also, like the questions that I ask her, it could be very small, like can she give small answers
Like,
to
just
all
straight
these
to the
different?
point.
Oh, like in the moment.
Yeah, like if I ask a question like, how old are you? I'm 85. That's it. She can. It's not simple as that, right?
I mean, she's probably she's gonna have an answer to that. When we do the interviews, we try to keep the questions slightly longer.
Long.
I think.
Okay.
Because it's also like, we don't want a non-sequitur, we want to keep the conversation going.
Okay.
So if I ask like, how old are you?
At the time of the interview, I am 102 years old.
Wow. Well, that's pretty.
Is she still with us?
I
Yeah.
don't know, some of the people.
No,
that
she-
served the longest-
Oh, wow.
She said, yeah.
When
When was
she
this?
is, isn't she?
This would have been, interview was last year.
Wow.
We're doing a series of, about 16, World War II interviews for a museum in New Orleans, National World War II Museum. So
Yeah, that was pretty quick, though.
these are some of the other ones. There's, that we've done so far.
So the database for answers is only limited to the questions that you guys asked during the interview?
Yeah. So generally, what we've generally found is that if you tell a good story,
You'll get
it
enough
might actually answer many, many
information.
different questions.
Yeah.
And in a case like this, even though she didn't necessarily like answer the question of was she in the 668, she's like, well, this is what I learned from being in the army. It was still an interesting story that felt like it answered the question.
Right. So who was the person that prepared the questions? Did she prepare the questions for the
She
interview?
wasn't the 688.
She was not?
688.
She was?
Yeah.
This is 688.
688.
Oh, it's the six. Yeah, I forgot 8.
Central Postal Directory. So she talks about like what was the motto, how many women.
So
were
yeah,
in
so
it.
she's part of the battalion the regiment that Tyler Perry's doing a movie that'll come out at some point this year.
Yeah, so like she talks, and it's sort
Wow.
of a question,
Like an actress
like, was it dangerous serving?
But from a documentary standpoint, there is a short documentary on them. I actually have them in the a film project that I was involved with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Nice.
you can,
It's amazing though. I should too.
there's in all, how many questions are there? 414 questions that she answered, which adds up to about 3.5 hours of edited footage.
That's good to know too. That's kind of interesting.
So,
Let me see that storage too. Go back there a little bit. Is that storage?
there was
Storage is not megabytes.
Oh, maybe.
it was. I mean, once it's actually compressed, I mean,
Right,
it's just
right,
once
of
you
course.
it's MP4
Yeah.
videos.
You gotta say gigabytes.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first I thought you did.
But I mean, if you actually were like looking at the raw footage
raw
from
footage.
12 cameras,
Oh yeah.
that might be more like
Terabytes.
70, 80 terabytes.
Of course.
Yeah.
12K.
Um, But the
Oh,
most
yeah.
people aren't going to be streaming 12K footage.
Right,
so-
right, exactly.
So here, just to give you a little bit through the software. We have a builder. This is where you can sort of you build up your script. We have various predefined templates if I want to search for like veteran. There's various veteran scripts. So if I want to look at one of them, like what are veterans? So like introduce yourself, where were you born? What was your unit? What was the mission of your unit? What was your rank? So sort of instead of a script that would be on that, and so these could sort of help inspire you to as you go to questions. I think we have a library of about 3,000 questions that.
So how do you
Sort of
plan on
pre-built.
like distributing this like the software? How do you or is this like going out to all the consumers, or are you trying to get client? I mean, how
So this is the software is something we usually license to film studios
Okay.
or to companies.
Okay,
It's like a professional storytelling platform.
gotcha.
If you, I'm going to go to a different story platform, don't particularly want to accidentally mess up that one. So if I go to like,
So this is not going to be open to the public, per se.
this is not. I mean, eventually this is a.
More production for the production
There we go.
companies. Storytelling.
Let's go to. Let's go to a test story file. So, if I wanted to record something on this, I could just go to record, choose my web camera, and actually it helps if I chose a device. And record.
OBS.
Which camera? Maybe that one. No, it's something else is taking over my camera.
So Val, question. I don't know if you can answer this while you're
Yeah.
searching through. So these interviews were recorded not in your studio, but where?
This was recorded downstairs.
Okay, so she came here.
She came here. We met her over on Black in this case. And then this is actually edited in Premiere, and then we uploaded it to the system. What I was trying to demo, if I can get my camera to work, is you can also just turn on your web camera and just like film it and then upload it directly from your built-in camera.
So in production, could you do green screen and put 668 footage behind her if someone asked her, hey, what did you do in the Postal Service? You can show clips of what the 668 did.
Yeah,
With
I mean, you could use all the tools you have in the video editing pipeline,
Mhm.
and then just say you go to Storyfile, and you go to a question, click on question, you say I'm going to upload, and you grab the video, and you would upload it, then transcribe it, and well, yeah.
So in the particular case for the World War II Museum, did they use any B-roll or any pre-roll footage of some
There
of the?
might be some. I'm not sure if there would be. But I think we have some cases where, like, if you ask her if she has any photos or memorabilia, she might show you something.
Yeah,
Let's try that.
yeah,
Um,
because I could imagine, it'd be interesting to get, questions. But if people,
do you have any photos? Do you have any photos?
I'd like to show you some photos.
Oh.
Serious and happy and out of this world and back in. In the picture with me is my friend Butch. Forgot Butch's last name over the years, but we went to Switzerland from Rouen, and we had a wonderful time. Met a lot of wonderful people, and I saw snowflakes bigger than a 50-cent piece. And I was standing there with my mom and trying to catch them as if I was a kid. And they said, let's go. And I didn't want to move on about it. Monsters were everywhere. It was a lovely vacation. I wonder where Butch is now. I was trying to be a soldier. That was one of the first pictures I ever made with the captain hat uniform. And the unfortunate thing was, I had a locker full of goodies to take home. I stopped in New York to see my aunt. She lived on the top floor, third floor, fourth floor. And I locked the car, went upstairs, and I came back and I almost fainted. I probably did starve if I said something. Somebody had taken my locker, 2 big bags of sugar that I was carrying on, everything they gave me. And I had trinkets for them and my uniforms. And I don't have a uniform today. Nothing but a hat, because I had that on my head in my suit. I was so disappointed. They had torn the car open, taken everything. That's a marriage photo. Jerry Davis and me. It was a lot of fun. It made me laugh. They never used to laugh at a little. I'm very serious, busy at work. But I have lots of fun. We travel a lot. In my dad's car. And I think it was two big.
Hello.
And somebody was in the yard, maybe there was a party going on or something.
Yeah.
Monkeying around.
So,
Wow.
Sharp too, man. That's awesome.
So each one of those were different clips as.
that was actually edited together into one big sort of montage. But I mean, you can take it in whichever direction you want, and then like if you